Everybody, our plane is on fire properly now. Properly. How? Oh my god. Now, welcome back everybody to the channel. In today's video, we are back on board a very special plane here for the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Of course, everybody, we all know and love this very old school plane, the Lockheed Super Constellation, the Super Connie. And actually, you know, we love this plane in real life, but I also think that this add-on plane here for the Flight Simulator has been out for a few months now. This one here by the developer of Red Wing is pretty much the coolest add-on we have had so far for the Flight Simulator. I mean, it costs €50. I've already made a video on it. The thing is, it is still today in early access, a kind of work in progress thing. Which, I mean, I've said this before, early access in developer language always means, right? We haven't really finished the plane, but we want to make money and sell it to you, an unfinished plane. But actually, they have done some proper nice improvements to this airliner, and it especially comes down to the damage model. That is really what makes this plane outstanding here, this add-on. And I don't know what's going on right now, but this plane kind of seems broken. We've got some... Is that smoke already? I was gonna talk about that later, about the engine fire. What? Oh, don't tell. Okay, we've literally already lost engines. We've literally... I have not even... What? All right, well, very good pilot I am. Yeah, you know, of course, these old planes are very prone to failing. Right, what we've got right here is not a proper engine fire. It does look different when the engines are actually on fire, but our plane is properly broken. All right, for no reason at all. Maybe put on too many revs, I might have done that. Great. Alright, so we've broken the plane, which means now in this case, we're gonna have to ditch this plane into the water, which is another thing that I've already mentioned here about this add-on. You can actually do quite some proper ditch simulation with this. See, you know, this is what we've kind of criticized about the Flight Simulator 2020. There's a lack of, you know, failures in general, right? You don't really have a failure engine or anything right like that, you know, like a damage model or anything. So maybe let's come in for a landing here, do this properly, okay? In the background, we have a very annoying landing gear alert coming down nicely here. Yes. Look at that. Perfect. That's been beautiful. There we go. Yes, as you can see, we've already broken the propellers and stuff like that. This is kind of nice looking. But shut up, airplane. Yes, everybody. The Lockheed Constellation. Great one. We've already kind of, you know, shown the damage model right here. This is really an awesome add-on plane right here. We can get into the cockpit. I mean, I've already talked a little bit about the realism that this actually has, and it is quite properly realistic here. I mean, still, this is a work in progress. Over the past few months, they've really fixed some stuff. Or what is this right here? Jesus Christ, is that normal? I don't know what it is, but that's great. Yeah, you know, most of these instruments work, most of these switches work. I have never flown, of course, a Super Connie in real life. Maybe that's because you cannot really fly it. You know, there are some cool details here as well, and, you know, for example, we were flying here with the Air France livery, which means, well, all the switches are going to be in French, which I kind of hate. Sélection, tension, carburateur, gauche, gauche, à droite, attention quand la dilution off. Anyway, most of these switches here actually work, and actually, you know, this is actually properly realistic. They've done some proper changes here. Jesus Christ. But what I really like about this add-on plane for sure is this little thing right here. This is basically our flight management stuff for our model here. I thought we can sit some co-pilots here. What do they look like? Hello, co-pilot. Okay. Now, would we trust this co-pilot to fly our plane properly? I don't know. I don't know. His hands are kind of in the yoke. So that's gonna go well. You know what? This is actually creepy enough. I mean, what's this posture, dude? I don't know. Look at this guy. Great. Anyway, there's more to do here. Of course, we can select the load, which is really cool. Honestly, I don't like the design of all of this. But we can, you know, do some proper realistic stuff. For example, add some stairs, which we cannot do because the engines are running. That kind of makes sense. Actually, you know what? We can actually open the door, though. Yes, look at this. So there's some proper ground operations here, too, for sure. Very well modeled. We can also, of course, load some passengers in. Hello, passengers. Whatever. Here we can see the state of the airplane. Apparently, everything is working just yet. Anyway, what is really interesting is, of course, the failure menu, right? We can do a few things here already. We can, for example, well, engage fire. Right, proper fire. You know, in the Flight Simulator, we already know that there has been fire kind of added into the sim here as a failure option, but it never really shows fire, right? I mean, I've talked about this. The Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 apparently has this philosophy of not showing any damage to the airplanes, maybe for advertiser friendliness, right? Of course, Airbus doesn't want to see their plane damaged, right? Yeah, but that's not the case here with the Lockheed. Let's maybe try to take off right here and actually engage some proper fire. Indeed, let's put out the flaps. Perfect. Good, some power here. here. We've got not that much of a long runway right here. Right, I don't want to see this plane die again. Yes, there we go. That was a slide overrun. Jesus Christ. All right, great. Welcome back on board this plane. Yeah, you can see the planes back in the days weren't the safest. Anyway, let's put that landing gear up again. Very, very beautiful. Now, we can already see some fire here added in to the engines, which is just in the normal state of it, I guess. With these old piston engine aircraft, I have really no idea how they really work. Anyway, let's maybe try this whole fire thing. Let's go ahead and actually go to this failure menu and just select fire engine number 1. Yes! And we can actually hear our fire bell. And in the background, yes! Everybody, we have got an engine on fire for the first time ever in the flight simulator. Now, of course, now in this case, it would be very important to also, you know, do something about it then. And I guess close the engine, something like that. I don't know, just the fire extinguisher. There we go. I think that'll actually sort the fire out. All right, our plane. Oh my God, we are properly on fire now. Help! Everybody, our plane is on fire properly now. Properly. How? Oh my God, please stabilize. This is a lot of fun. Okay, let's return back to the airport. We've got Yosei Airport down here. Let's come in. Okay, looking good now. Let's go ahead and reduce some throttle right here and come in for a landing. This is going to be a little bit of a tight one. All right, put the flaps down. Come on, let's come in for a landing now. Looking good, actually. Good. But that is an outside view. There we go. That's been a fine landing. Let's go ahead and try to quickly stop. Perfect. Everybody, we've survived something for once. Our plane is still on fire. And actually, the fire animation really isn't bad right here. You know what? I think we could work with this. I mean, just imagine having this on like a jet airplane. That is some proper fire. I like this. Now, wouldn't it be a proper challenge to also have like this whole thing lit? Fail, 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 fail. We've got already this fail. Heater left, heater right. Now, by the way, there are still, again, work in progress. They're working on some more stuff. We can have the engines leak fuel and leak oil actually as well, and hydraulics. That is going to be very, very bad. And then we've got something coming like chances of an emergency happening. Anyway, we are very much lagging. Oh my God. All right. That's probably the downside of having to animate all that smoke. That's not very well optimized for sure. Jesus Christ. All right, but let's maybe try to make it to the runway now. I do want to try one thing, and that is, of course, actually do a belly landing here on the ground. And oh, there's even a fire here in the middle of the cabin. Can you see that? All right, that's maybe why there's this smoke here in the cabin. That makes no sense at all. Jesus Christ. All right, we've got the landing gear alert back, and my God, it's just lagging all over the place. All right, let's come in for a landing now. Oh, shit, what is happening? I don't even know. All right, great. You probably need a NASA computer to render this aeroplane properly. I mean, seriously, I do have an RTX 3080, but there we go. This was a belly landing. This was actually kind of all right. Here we go. And as you can see, the propellers are bent. So yes, everybody, the Lockheed Constellation for the flight simulator. The thing is, it's still getting better every single day, I guess. And there's just a lot of new stuff coming up. And you know what? I can definitely recommend this airplane. They've definitely also worked on the outside textures. They still aren't, you know, all too perfect. It's definitely not the most well-designed airplane for the flight simulator, not the best add-on. But this is great to see. I like this plane very much. I think I should fly this more often here on the channel. So yeah, guys, the Lockheed Constellation. I very much like this plane, actually. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, good night. Maybe it's gonna be lit again. I don't know what I'm saying.
Now, thank you to all my members here on YouTube, like Spice, Robbie, Middle Aged, Levi, Junk in the Trunk, Mubarak, Darren K, Oh Man, Moritz, John, Kelly Chaos, Death Rider, Ragings, Noah, Yes Aviation, British 001, Saturn, Cat, Sunno, Shadow, New York, and Jackie Boy.